I'm back again, this time healing the flashpoint Cademimu, or Cademimu. I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced, but I guess that's here nor there. I was the healer for this group, but there was another Sage DPS who threw some off heals in, which was needed. The tank, as good as he was, did not hold threat very well many times, or pulled mobs way too large for me to heal through, which made difficult healing for me. But we got through it with only one wipe, so for my first time here, I'm kind of happy with that. The first boss is relative. Matter of fact, all the boss fights in this flashpoint are really easy, as far as I'm concerned. They're not tank and spanks by any stretch of the means, but the mechanics were fairly simple and they were fairly easy to heal if they were executed properly. I only got the first two boss fights of this flashpoint. I'll explain the last one when we get closer to that point. But this boss fight is really easy even for a healer. There's a boss and there's an ad. The tank is going to stay on the boss. Everybody stays on the boss, as a matter of fact. No DPS goes to the ad. The ad needs to be tanked around the room, or kited around the room. He'll pick a person, chase him around. He moves slow, you can outrun him. Then he'll choose another target and go after them. You run around the room or run around the area. Just don't let him hit you. He does hit hard. Outside of that, fairly easy fight, fairly easy heal, if everything is being executed properly. Occasionally the boss will throw a bomb at somebody, usually me. I'll take some damage, gotta heal myself, but the tank seems to be holding on fairly easily in this fight. This boss fight was a little bit more interesting. You got to fight a Wookiee, but typical of many of the boss fights in this game. He produces ads need to be downed, you go back to the boss. And he'll throw more ads, and the ads get more prolific as the fight goes through, extends. So it was a little bit harder of a heal just because of the ads and the amount of them. But if you DPS the boss down fast, then the ads go down pretty easily. So not that bad of a fight. The dynamics are not that difficult. It's just getting those ads under control and downing the boss. I apologize about the background noise immediately. I'm having some construction done to my home while this is being done. So we'll go over the last boss fight real quick. The last boss fight, think of a giant checkerboard. There's vents in the floor, and there's 6 areas, or 6 squares. As you're fighting the boss, you'll see steam come out of a square. You don't want to be on the squares the steam comes out of, because fire is about to come out of those squares. So you need to kite the boss to areas there's not no steam, so you're not going to get caught in the fire. After that, it's not that difficult. He does do a knockback, so ranged DPS needs to keep a fair distance from the boss. Melee, if you're going to be on the boss, try to stay towards the front so he knocks you back with the tank, hopefully to the middle of the square, because you want your back to the center of the square. You've already been knocked into a square where there's a bunch of fire coming out of, you're going to die. And you don't want to put your healer through that much work, if at all possible. So again, it's an easy fight. It's no tank and spank by any stretch of the means, but it's manageable if you do the mechanics properly. So if you're going to be the tank the boss at the edge of the square with your back towards the middle of it, the ones that are not on fire. That way when you do the knockback, he blows you back to the center of the square. Range needs to stay further back so they don't take the knockback, and melee needs to be near the tank on that side of the boss, that way they're not backed into a fire. That's about it. I don't have any video footage of the fight. I'm sorry about that. But if you have any questions, please feel free to comment on the video, like the video. Again, forward the video to friends and whomever might be interested in this. Thanks again for watching.